7 paintings? Oh, dude, I got hundreds. What do you want to see? I can paint anybody. This current body of work of the musicians, where it all started, is one of my favorite places, is the dump. About 6 years ago, I was at the dump, and they have a big box of throwaway recycled books, and I found this book sitting right on top, and it is called Swing Photo Album from 1939. Picked it up, looked inside, and went, oh baby, I gotta paint these things. This is gonna be awesome. And these are all photographs of the most amazing jazz musicians from that era: Count Basie, Benny Goodman, Harry James, Kazi Cole, and this book from the dump is what started this series of paintings. 6 years ago, and probably close to 1,000 paintings later on this journey. It's cool. I've got to go research their music, find out who they are, and then only then am I able to paint them. And it is good fun, and that's where everything is, trying to keep the spirit of these guys alive so nobody forgets the importance of their work, of what they did. Music is a very ethereal art form where you play it, it goes out into the atmosphere and universe, and then it's there forever, and it keeps traveling. But you can't hold it, you can't own it, there's no possession of it. Where painting is different. I can paint it, you can buy it, you can hold it, it is there. You can put a match to it, it could disappear, but with music it's much more tricky to capture, and that's what I'm trying to do with this series of paintings, is capture that moment of them playing and creating. My kindergarten teacher, back when I was 5 years old, she is the one that started everything for my creating, and here I am, 40 years later, still doing it. My kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Grace Gardner, she had a similar sort of table of things in her classroom, and when we got done with our worksheets, she allowed us to go to the craft table and make something. And that's where I first started creating, and I'm still creating that same way now, where I have all this great stuff. Spoons, an eraser, stamps, and oh, yeah, huh? And all this stuff I use continually to help make my paintings. And so here's this painting of Zelia that I'm working on, and trying to honor and make sure that nobody forgets her. Some of it's painting, some of it's found object. Then we got Ella Fitzgerald, Leroy Moore, Woody Guthrie, Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Christian. This is Jimmy Rushing. Over here we have Chet Baker, Oscar Pittiford, Lester Young, Stevie Ray Vaughan. So we got quite an array of musicians. These paintings I try to represent the way I approach them is how jazz is, as a listener or a player, is you don't always know where the music is going, and where it's taking you onto a journey. And often in the process of painting these, I don't know where they're going. I show up each time fresh, and hopefully fresh, and bring the painting to a different place. When I'm away from the studio, I'm always thinking of my paintings, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the studio and I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to face today, and it's going to get this, this, and this. Then I show up and I don't work on the face at all. I wind up changing the background. And I thought I was going to have a blue background, then all of a sudden it changes into a blue-green background. A few minutes ago, this painting had a very white blue, cobalt blue background where it was cold, and I had some extra paint from something else, from some green painting Woody Guthrie here, and then I didn't want to waste the paint, so I said, well, I want to see what happens. So I go, oh, well, it's not precious, and I can make mistakes. If I don't like it, I can always fix it. A friend of mine told me recently that with art, it's all about knowing which mistakes to keep and which ones to throw away. And I'm interpreting that the more mistakes I make, the better I get, because then I have more choices into what to keep and what to throw away. And we're always progressing. Mistakes are good. They're not precious. That's how we get better. Make mistakes.